Hello students, today we are going to discuss the last topic of chapter 3rd, that is the parturition and lactation. So what is the meaning of parturition? Parturition means the childbirth, and lactation meaning is that there will be the release of the milk after the delivery of the child. So after the delivery of the child there will be the requirement of the milk. So both the processes, they are interlinked. So what is the parturition? This parturition, it is regulated by neuroendocrine mechanism. So neuro word, that is related to our nervous system, and endocrine, that is related to our hormone. So it is the mechanism which is regulated both our nervous system as well as the hormone. So firstly we have to understand what is the gestation period. So gestation period, that is the time means that start from the fertilization up to the delivery of the child. And in case of human being, the gestation period, that is of you can say the 9 months. And these 9 months are divided into 3 trimester. The first trimester, first 3 months, then next 3 months, and the next 3 months. So there are the 3 trimester in the gestation period. So in the first trimester there is the appearance of the heartbeat. With the help of the stethoscope the doctor can check there is the development of the limbs and the digits. At the end of the second trimester the movement is there, the body hair, external genitalia, these are also formed. And in the third trimester the baby is fully mature, or you can say the embryo is fully mature. So when this gestation period is completed, or we can say the embryo or the fetus that is fully mature. So here it is the diagram of the uterus having the fully matured fetus. So when this fully matured fetus is there, it sends signal to the placenta, and the placenta cause the mild uterus contraction. So what is there? Firstly, when the baby is fully mature, then it sends the message to the placenta, and placenta cause the mild uterus contraction, and these uterus contraction are very less, you can say very weak uterus contraction. And after that the fully developed embryo that send the message, and this signal is known as fetal ejection reflex. Reflex means reflex action, and it is a sudden change, and this is due to the some signal. So we can say it is known as the fetal ejection reflex. Means with the help of this signal the fetus try to move outside from the uterus of the female. So this fetal ejection reflex also send the message to the uterus, and there will be the mild contraction of the smooth muscles of the uterus, so that push the baby outside. But these contractions are very weak. So after that the fetal ejection reflex give positive signal to the maternal pituitary. So this pituitary gland present in the brain, so this get the positive signal from the fetus, and this release the anterior part of the pituitary release the oxytocin hormone, and this oxytocin hormone further increase the contraction of the uterus. Again there will be the means you can say the fetal ejection reflex is there. Again it give the signal to the mother pituitary, and mother pituitary then release the oxytocin hormone, and this oxytocin hormone increase the further contraction of the uterus. So by this cycle there will be the delivery of the child. So let us revise. When the fetus is fully mature, it sends the signal to the placenta, and placenta do the mild uterus contraction. Again it also send the signal, and that signal of the fetus are known as the fetus ejection reflex, and it cause the mild contraction of the smooth muscles. And then finally it give positive signal to the mother pituitary, and mother pituitary release the oxytocin hormone. This oxytocin hormone cause the contraction of the uterus, and by this cycle again the further contraction of the uterus takes place. Again the fetal ejection reflex is there. Again pituitary release the oxytocin hormone, and this cycle is repeated, and then there will be the delivery of the child. So after the delivery of the child, there is the requirement of the milk for the baby, and that takes place by the lactation. So in the lactation, the colostrum, that is the initial yellowish milk of the mother, that is very essential for the newborn baby, because this colostrum have some antibodies. Antibodies means these are the immunoglobulin protein, and these protect the baby from the antigens or from the foreign particles or from the disease, we can say. So these antibodies are present in the initial milk of the mother, and that initial milk of the mother is nothing but it is known as colostrum, and the antibody, that is the IgA. So it provides the immune system to the baby. So if this milk is not fed to the newborn baby, then it will be very harmful for them, because their immune system remain weak, and even a simple common cold, that can become a pneumonia. Why? Because their immune system is very weak. So this colostrum is required for the newborn baby. So that is about the parturition and lactation. So today our chapter is going to end. This is the last topic of chapter 3rd. Thank you.